Hey guys, how's it going? It's the Anime Over Analyst here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Schwabity's Where Bear Part 1 album, the Day album. So, on stream last Saturday, I listened to the entire thing. Unfortunately, I took the stream offline by accident, and so I don't think I can actually find it again. It, some weird editing stuff happened. I'm still figuring out YouTube, so what was that original stream is now what looks to be a reaction video of me reacting to Game Boy Jones. So, yeah. Oh well, it happens. Anyways, on that stream, I decided to listen to Werebear, and I did an initial review then, but that review accidentally got deleted. So I'm doing it again. And I think that's actually pretty good because I've already listened to the album again. I listened to it this morning, and I think I have a lot more input than I did then. So I think that's important. So just a short rundown of the album. The album has 8 tracks. I'm currently looking at it on my second screen here if you're wondering. And it's only about 22 minutes long, which is quite impressive in itself because with 8 tracks you'd think it would be a whole lot longer. And most albums that I think about that are 8 tracks are roughly around the 45-minute range. So this is at least half that. And every single track on this album is actually quite amazing. I really love every single track. My favorite one, I think, is going to be Wonder Killer because I initially reacted to that song 2 weeks ago when it was first released, and I loved it. And now that I've listened to that song at least 3 or 4 more times since then, I just fell in love with the song. It's such an amazing song, and I love everyone that he brought onto it. I love I love Zach Boucher's first. I love Ham Sandwich's first. I love Chi Chi's vocals. Chi Chi's vocals are amazing on this track. And of course, Schwabity kind of ended the track with some really powerful bars, some really powerful lines. And it's it's one of those tracks that kind of makes you think. It just kind of it's one of those that I just love listening to, and it's probably one of those that I'll listen to whenever I'm feeling depressed or feeling sad, and just listen to it because tracks like those take on a completely different meaning when you're in a different mental state. So I love that track. Other tracks that I like are Braggadocious. I love that track. It's so funny. I love Muda mainly because it's super funny as well. In fact, the entire album, the entire every single track on this album is hilarious. And I just love it like that. Like I love his humor. It's so I want to say blunt. It's kind of like a blunt type humor that's kind of sarcastic, but more on the blunt side. And kind of, I guess, kind of aggressive a little bit. Yeah, yeah, I can kind of see aggressive. So, yeah, I really love his humor throughout the entire thing. And even the song, What Does Schwabity Mean? I find hilarious. I love that. Just the whole idea of he's questioning himself. What does Schwabity mean? Does it mean this? Does it mean this? And in the end, he's like, no, it's just a gibberish word I made up when I was like 12. And I was like, "That's great. That is great." And he's like, "Sorry if it was anticlimactic, but yeah, it is what it is." And I'm like, "Of course, of course." And that's fine. And I like it. I was that was one of those things where I was always kind of curious, but I was like, names to me are unless they're obvious, I really don't care about them. So yeah, I really like that. All the other tracks are bangers as well. Even the last one, End of Show, which is kind of more of a meme to kind of just stretch out the album a little bit. I still like it. I still love the kind of I want to say Broadway esque type vibe he brought in some trumpets in that song and really gives you like the end of the show like you just watched a Broadway musical. And he's like, "Yep, we'll be here tomorrow or we'll be here at night," with referencing his part 2 album called Where Bear Part 2 Night. So, if I could give a ranking to this album, I'd rank it a 9 out of 10. Sure, I'm gonna go 9 out of 10. I think the only things that could make it better was that the tracks be longer almost. Yeah, and I think some of the beats are some of them are kinda boring, like real music. Like, the bar he focuses a lot on bars in, like, some of the tracks, like real music, 90s anime, and those are fine, but the beats themselves I find to be kind of boring. They're just kind of the same thing over and over again without very many switch ups. And so I think I that, songs like Wonder Killer that had a whole lot of different switch ups and then had a lot of like different verses and different versatility. I liked that song a whole lot more, just another layer of or reason why I like that song. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put this track at a 9 out of 10, and we'll see if part 2 will surpass this one or not. Who knows? Anyways, thank you for checking out this video. I've been the Anime Overanalyst, and I'll see you in the next one.